go to the Tools panel in Affinity Photo and select a shape. I'm going with an ellipse. It's going to be red at this point, but you can change the colour to anything. Also, what I want to do is I want to convert it to a curve. I don't want it to be an ellipse. So convert to curves, and you've got this. Another thing, go over here to the Move tool, make certain you've got the Transform Origin point, because this position here, the centre point, I want to move it. So I'm just going to move it just slightly there. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go add effects. I'm going to add some 3D so you can just see it a bit better, and also outer shadow. So now, once I've done that, done all the changes that I wanted to do, I'm going to duplicate it. But I'm going to use in the duplicate link. So now go for a fairly big design first, because if you go for small, it's a bit harder to work with. I'm just going to go for big, and I'm going to shrink it down. Now, layer and duplicate linked. And you could create multiple copies of this, hundreds of copies, all the way around the circle design. I'm just going to go for 4. So I'm going to go for 90 degrees in the transform, and you can see it just there, transform there. And again, layer, duplicate linked, then 180. But this is, you could do like 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30, whatever. Layer and duplicate linked, and 270. So you can just see the design there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to select all of those. They're all selected. And I'm going to go to layer and duplicate linked again. And all will be duplicate linked. But what I want to do is resize it. So resize that, and you can see they're all on top. And now I'm just going to rotate it. Just want to rotate it. And again, you could do the same. So layer and duplicate linked. Repeat that. And again, just put it center there and rotate. And you can put it like that. Up to you. You can make spiral designs, whole heaps of different designs. I've just gone for a very basic design. Now you'll see that sometimes what happens, it looks like this shape has gone just below. So arrange, and I want to move to front. I want them all on top. Don't know why it does that, but sometimes it just suddenly seems to decide I'm going to put it below. So, but I've noticed that just before I did any further. So I want them all on top, all the smaller ones. Okay, now what I can do is I can change this. This is just a standard vector design that I can manipulate. They're all linked because that's the duplicate link bit. And I can go to the Move tool and I can tweak this design. So if I change that, you can see what happens. It changes all of them. So you can create all kinds of unique designs and they will all change in the same way. And you can of course create all kinds of different shapes and forms using this. But also what you can do, you can go over here because I've gone for effects. Now I did find that there's an issue. I've been running through this in some tests. When I change the fill, changing the gradient, it doesn't seem to stick. I'm not certain why. Maybe it's a bug, I'm not certain. But click effects. You can go to gradient overlay, and that's a simple way around it. And you can change the settings there. Obviously you've got gradients, you can modify the gradient, etc. And you can tweak the angle and so on. So you can just put it like something like that and click close. And now you can still continue to modify it. And you can tweak it to your heart's content, modify, drag that out, reposition it. Sometimes it suddenly decides not to work, but sometimes you just have to again select a different shape and then it will work again. Because like this, it suddenly decides, nope, I'm not going to move. But you can see the sort of designs you can create very quickly. And of course you can create infinitely more complex designs than this. I've obviously only just gone for 3 layers with a very limited set. But you could go for 30 or 40 shapes and add them on top of each other to create all kinds of very wonderful designs. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.